Good morning, my lovelies. I hope you're all safe and well. And this is your Monday morning reminder to let it go. I find it very difficult to say that without breaking into song. So throughout our lives, we will experience some significant emotional events. And by significant emotional events, I mean things like bereavement, sexual assault, domestic abuse, a loss of some kind, rejection, maybe the end of a relationship that we've never quite got over, maybe I've lost a job or been made redundant. Something in our past that has kind of really shifted things for us, and maybe we've never got over it properly, and we've just carried on with things. Us typical Brits to keep calm and carry on, and what happens is that can really impact our present and our future. So I'm out with Patch. I think he's here somewhere. There he is. And Maz at the moment, just having a nice walk with a nice cup of tea. And let's just take this cup of tea for a minute. I'm a bit of a tea monster, so this is kind of a really good metaphor to use. So let's just imagine that I'm holding my cup of tea for a minute. That's okay, that's no problem. I can do that. I can do that quite well. And let's imagine that I'm holding it now for maybe an hour. I'll start to find that it actually feels a little bit heavier, and maybe my arm will start aching a little bit if I've been holding it for an hour. And then let's imagine that I've been holding it for a day. So after a day, it feels even heavier again, and maybe my arm is numb, and maybe it's paralyzed, so I can't, work it so well, and I can feel that weight, and it's going to stop me from doing some things because of the weight that I'm carrying. So it's a really good metaphor to use to imagine that that's our emotions that we've got from significant emotional events that we've never kind of resolved ourselves. So if we're carrying around anger, sadness, fear, hurt and guilt from anything that we've experienced in our past, the longer we hold on to that, the heavier it's going to become, and the more impact it will have in our present and our future, and the more it will hold us back and stop us living our lives properly and doing things in our lives that serve us well and that's going to make us happy. It's a really good metaphor for that, for my tea. So I want you to think about what you've experienced in your past that maybe you've never quite got over. Maybe it's showing up in your life at the moment and you can't quite move forward. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you're not kind of quite sure who you are at the moment, because these events can actually have us question ourselves and our own identity. So have a little think about your past and perhaps what you've never quite overcome and what you've been holding on to, particularly those negative emotions, and then choose to let them go and choose your future over your past. And if it's something that you need help with, if you need help to work through something in your past, or you need help to let go of anger, sadness, fear, hurt or guilt, reach out and give me a shout, and maybe we can work through it together, and I can show you how I can personally help you. So this is your Monday morning reminder to let it go. So I hope you all have an amazing week this week, and stay safe and well. Take care.